I'm Nicola Oddy. I'm a music therapist certified with the Canadian Association of Music Therapists, and I have 35 years of immersion in this profound field. My own journey began as a question, and that question is, how is it that music has such a deep effect on people? And although over the years I've been privileged to see the depth of music's potential through my work as a therapist, I still seek the answer to that question. In this film project, we spoke with other music therapists from the Ottawa area. We wanted to embrace their experience, hear their stories, and hear about their passion for a field that we all hold so dear.
I'm good. How are you? You're good? You're fine. Oh, very nice.
Yeah!
Are you ready for music?
Yeah!
I am Shannon Deavy. I'm a music therapist in private practice since 2018, and I've been in the music therapy space working with other music therapists since a few years before that.
I'm Rebecca Worden. I'm a registered psychotherapist and certified music therapist. I combine both of these things in my work in mental health. I've worked in long-term care, in group homes, in day centers, and community mental health centers. It really excites me to hear you talk about this. Like I'm not going inside, I'm like going outside or extending myself. What is that like? What does it feel like?
So I'm Courtney Radbourne. I'm a music therapist and a registered psychotherapist in Ontario. And I have been doing this private practice for the last 16 years approximately. Should we give this one a whirl today? You got it, we can do it. I'll be here.
The first collective aim in this film is to gently educate. The second aim in this film was to begin the process of mending gaps in misconceptions about our field. One misconception that we often face is that music is therapy no matter how it's used. If it's used by a professional musician, a performer, say a music volunteer, and I've even seen it called that by those who create AI-generated playlists. In all of these cases, yes, music can be therapeutic, but it is not a form of therapy unless a credentialed therapist is present. I like to compare it to physiotherapy, in much the same way that exercise is not seen as physiotherapy unless a credentialed physiotherapist is prescribing the exercise.
Currently, there are 6 universities that offer music therapy programs.
Where upon the completion of your degree, a 1,000-hour clinical internship, where you're supervised to complete various clinical hours and special projects.
On top of that, once you've finished your internship, you have a board exam with the Certification Board for Music Therapists.
We have to continually keep up with our education. So through various education avenues such as conferences, workshops.
Hello, darling. How are you today? How are you doing today?
No,
You're doing nice?
just breathe.
Just breathing, eh? Are you ready to make some music? What do you think?
So there are many misconceptions about music therapy. You know, it looks like, yes, you're just having a really, really great time making music, everyone's happy, you're having a sing-song. I'm not a music lady. I think that's like one of the most cringe-worthy titles I get.
Row, row your...
Bah!
As a younger woman entering the space carrying a guitar and holding little shakers, it can look like I'm coming in to entertain some of the residents at a long-term care home, or I'm coming to play with a child. And that certainly is what's happening, but there's also deeper connections and goals that I am trying to achieve.
We each have an experience of music being therapeutic in our lives. And so I think it's easy for somebody who's had a really clear experience with music to then say, oh, that person is experiencing what I've experienced, and then miss a lot of what's happening for the music therapist and their client. As you sink a little further into the relaxation, think about a brilliant sunrise. The sun rays extend very slowly. And the feeling of the floor under your feet, the feeling of your hands on your thighs. You can wiggle your fingers and toes and join me back here. Yeah, and we started with that question, what does it allow for? I wonder, did that weave its way through for you, or was it totally different? But the music allowed you to feel that, to experience that.
The top piano does the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Reassurance, gentle reassurance. There we go.
I don't always have fun in my job, and though it looks fun, there's a lot of academic and behind the scenes work that has to go in to forging those relationships, having that repertoire.
Like that. Oh my God. Oh no. Whoa.
It's a very regal finish.
You know what it reminds me of?
What does this one remind you of?
Years ago, Jasper's
And developing that toolkit to be able to properly and safely interact with the public. Just so much work to be able to meet with someone as a client to get to that point.
Music therapists are therapists first who use music as the catalyst in their work, no matter who the participants are. Some people come to music therapy to work out emotional blocks, maybe to open their voices to difficult situations in their lives, for example. Some come just to learn to socialize again, or to withdraw from their depression, to find a motivation to move their bodies, maybe to practice articulating words through singing, or maybe just to feel a positivity in their lives. These are just some examples. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
In the field, people who have a lot of training see music and they think, oh, yeah, it's a performance or it's entertainment.
What song do we want to do now? Happy birthday.
Yeah.
The work that happens in a music therapy session goes deeper than what you can physically see or hear. There are so many people who won't show what they are experiencing physically, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening.
Down the street, merrily, merrily, merrily.
So on the surface, when somebody's looking into the music therapy session, they hear and see the surface, the music, smiles, clapping.
They don't realize that there is a little duck with its legs going very quickly under that water where everything else looks calm and peaceful and everybody's having a great time. We are constantly evaluating, constantly assessing the information that is being presented to us by those that we're working with. We could put them all together. We could even do this. Check this out. This could be interesting. Let's see what this sounds like if we go. Woo! And we're taking that information and we're doing assessments. Is there specific areas of development, whether that be gross motor, fine motor?
Do you like the one with the little notch out of it? No, there we go. We'll switch. Does that seem good?
They can't see the part of the session that was very methodical for the therapist, choosing the direction with the person, so co-conceptualizing what they were working towards. The way the music moves in the room and through your body. So there's a lot of forethought that goes into it, and also a lot of in-the-moment decisions that the therapist makes that can't really be taken in from the outside.
Every plan that you have is customized to that client.
Hello, hello to Griffin. Nice to see you today.
I like to start with knowing what kind of music most resonates with the person that I'm working with. And it's not necessarily always the same every day, but just to evaluate and keep an eye on how they're reacting to what's happening. Having a lot of interventions pre-planned and ready to go, and a little bit in the back of your mind, you can pull out and pivot and change depending on what's happening in the session and how that person's day is going. It's not about necessarily what you've got planned that day. So you have to be ready to change and shift.
Over the deep pussy. Great, thank you, Griff.
Utilizing client interest, client-driven material, and use that to our advantage to be able to reach other different goals. So some I would really use an aid, such as a songbook, as a grounding mechanism, which is really important in the work with Judy. As soon as she has that book and she has those words, it's like a switch flips.
It's having what you want. It's wanting what you want.
So we're assessing, can they maintain a rhythm? Could this assist with other outside goals that aren't musical? Working after a stroke, for example. So we want to get back into being able to move our mouths properly to be able to get those certain sounds.
And going to the moon or just space?
To
To the moon?
outer space.
To outer space. And why is Susie our researcher?
So I mean, there are really mechanical assessment aspects that are occurring depending on what anyone's given situation is. We're going to work on self-expression using our own lyrics. How would we change that? And then using that material to talk about, okay, like what did we make here? What does this say about maybe how you're feeling? Like taking it deeper, going one step further with people. It's really finding out what they like, really showing them that, oh, I'm taking the time to learn things that you're interested in and that we can share together, and building that rapport for me to then be able to kind of push them a little bit further and reach some of those bigger, more difficult goals and go through maybe bigger, difficult things. Doran and I have been working together for a very long time. His motor ability has been declining as of late. He has really taken a keen interest in playing the glockenspiel. We've been working a lot with hand-eye coordination, fine motor coordination. He's just been getting stronger and stronger as we've been doing that.
Nice.
It would be great if other healthcare practitioners and professionals could respect the process of music therapy. Interruptions are not necessarily helpful. Very often they can be like negative. They can have a negative impact on what's happening.
I would hope that other healthcare professionals would look to the therapist for either permission to join in or to respect the boundary that's been created by the therapist.
We want to forge a deep allyship with other healthcare professionals to foster a rich sense of collaboration, ultimately for the health and well-being of those we work with.
I would love to see more multidisciplinary understanding of music therapy and acceptance in healthcare communities of music therapy as a scientifically backed medium.
1, 2, 3.
When working with a music therapist, I know that you will encounter someone who can be your ally, someone who wants to help, someone who will afford and offer you respect when all they're really just hoping is to have that basic mutual respect returned. I love them.
Yeah, you can tell.
I do. I really love what I get to do, and I really think it's a privilege. Like, it's such a privilege to be able to go into someone's life and hopefully have a positive impact.
With Griffin and other clients, I think I've really come to appreciate to just be able to reach that place of connection so often with so many of my clients. It's, I think, really taught me that it can be found anywhere. The human connection that you can achieve with music as the medium is very powerful.